Alright agents, what's going on? Welcome to another Division 2 build video. So, this is going to be the best healer build in TU9. This is from, I would say, about 4 to 5 weeks of actually testing this. I've had this build for over a month, and I've been tweaking it because I wanted to wait because I heard that Empathetic Resolve is getting buffed. And it's very important to note that because I made a healer build previously, which was very, very good. It was my favorite one. This is better. This is by far a better build because for two things. One, I've min-maxed this pretty well. I've kept it and waited quite a while to min-max it so I can give you guys the best build possible. And two, the TU9 is obviously just recently released and we've got some interesting changes that you guys are going to like, especially with Empathetic Resolve. There are certain things that happen that it doesn't tell you. So I'm going to go over it now in this video. This is going to be the best build in TU9. Remember, all my build videos are They are guides, they are opinions. It doesn't mean it is the word of the game. Every build I make, don't just copy it. Adapt it to your own playstyle, adjust it, and use it as a template. So let's get into this. So the first thing we're going to go over is specialization. Now, a lot of you guys are probably thinking, well, Technician is a good one. No, I wouldn't recommend using Technician. You can if you want, but you'll just be wasting a yellow because you'll overdo it with the skill tiers. You could, if you want to, put one blue, be a bit tankier, or a bit of DPS. You can. The Artificial Hive is very, very strong, very, very good. But you would only be able to use it with the chem, which I do not recommend. There's a certain playstyle that works really well with the BTSU gloves that I'm going to show you guys that I do. As you saw from the gameplay, I wanted to put some quality gameplay for you guys, and I hope you did enjoy that. Just a demonstration of why it's so important to not overuse your skills. The Mender Mine is great for solo players. We're not going to be focusing on that. Have a look at this, guys. So I'm getting 100% skill haste from this build because of this. 100. I've got about 90 on my build. 100% skill haste, which is great for a healer build that heals my chem for 1.1 million per shot. Just as a good example. I use my chem shot as an example of how good your build is. I don't know, it's nice to gauge it. So I would get your chem shot heals at least 1 million. I wouldn't go more than 1.2. I could push it to 1.3, 1.4. It would be a waste because of the other talents, and we'd rather have skill haste. So another thing here is group members get 10% bonus damage to targets with status effects. This helps your team a lot because most of the time in legendary missions, people are going to be running with CC. Then gain 5 ammo per second for your current weapon while performing a cover-to-cover in combat. This is just good because you also get 15% increased outgoing healing, which is a huge buff, which gives your team way more healing. Especially if you tell your teammates to spec into incoming repairs, they will be healed a lot better. You also get protection from elites, which isn't too special, but it's not bad. Make sure you guys put LMG and marksman rifle because we're going to be using that, but you don't have to use what I use. You can use whatever gun you want, but marksman rifle, I would say you need to use what I'm using. The designated hitter is really, really good right now. Let's go on to the next part of the build. Okay, so just going over the pieces. Obviously, there's a certain playstyle you must use with your team when you're healing your team. I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I do it. So when you get into your team, a lot of times, if you're a healer, your teammates do the wrong thing. When they get damaged, I see people scrambling and running away. Then you shoot your chem at them and they don't get healed because they're too busy running away. They need to understand how good your build is and how strong you can heal them for, because I find that people run away from your heals and they end up dying because of it. Your teammates need to trust you and they need to give you time, because a lot of the times when you put your hive down, it takes about a second for that little hive to go to the teammates. So the teammates need to know that they need to take damage, go back in cover, and get that quick full heal from the hive. So that's very important as well. Note, do not use your chems. I would recommend, this is how I play. Because we've got BTSU gloves with the overcharge, what happens is you throw your hive down. Your hive will do all the healing, but your teammates need to know that there's a second delay. It's not like the support station from Division 1. When your hive heals them, when it's about to run out, you destroy it and you get overcharge. Then your chem shots are absolutely crazy strong. And by the way, with Empathetic Resolve, your healing gets buffed from your hive. So this is quite interesting. So what happens is, as soon as you destroy your hive, because it's overcharged, your hive will regain all of its ammo within like 10 seconds. Your hive is back to 30 something charges. Not only that, but the hive will receive a buff from Empathetic Resolve, and all your teammates will get buffed to their skill damage and healing. And then your chem shot will just do ridiculous healing. and by the time you're done using the chem shot, you're back onto your hive. So it's a constant loop of like insane heals that never runs out. That's how I do it, and that's how I abuse it, so that I never actually run out of heals, because that's what you don't want to happen. Otherwise you guys will wipe. So I hope you guys understand what I mean. So I'm going to go over everything. It's all yellows. That's what we want to go for. Murakami Alps Summit is very important because of skill duration, which works with your hive and your chem. It's very important to get your skill duration up. The BTSU gloves are amazing. Go and farm them. Camp White Oak, or just go farm gloves. Better in the DZ because you get a better chance of them dropping. Main weapons, use the designated hitter. There's a reason for this, because you are a healer. You shouldn't be doing DPS. This is the thing, perfect reformation, 40% skill repair. If you go to the normal reformation, it's 30. That's 10% difference. So make sure you guys use it. You can use whatever mods you want. It doesn't matter. I spec into accuracy because I want to hit those headshots. Make sure you guys do that. Put a shotgun just in case you get pushed, because you're not going to be doing. You're going to be shooting marshmallows, but you need to make sure reformation is procced and it refreshes. So make sure you guys do that. If you use this build as a template, you will not go wrong. I guarantee you guys. We're going to go over every single piece. Murakami is a must-have, the 2-piece. Very good. Now what we want to do is repair skills and skill haste on everything. That's it. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. Put skill haste as your mod. Do not put repair skills. You can if you want, but I guarantee you guys, because we've got safeguard, you will not need the extra repair skills. It's up to you, but put skill haste in my opinion. This got buffed. This is so interesting right now. Alp Summit, the 3-piece, repair skills, skill duration, skill haste. Now, repair skills is max. I've got status effect. I wish it was skill haste. It would make this build perfect, but it's not. Empathic resolve. Sorry, that's not empathetic resolve. Repairing an ally increases their total weapon and skill damage by 3 to 15% for 20 seconds, which is really, really good. It refreshes. So every time you repair them, their weapon and skill damage is up by 15%, which is really good. And what I've noticed is my healing skills get buffed by 15%. I don't know if that's a buff. You could see from the clips, their healing gets improved as well, which is weird. 1 to 7 if self. So I only get 7%. So it's weird. It seems like it. I don't know if it's bugged or something, but the amount of damage you give your teammates is really, really good. And the skill damage as well, especially if someone's using a skill damage build. But I think the best part of this is that when you're buffing your DPS players, they can even tell you that, wow, their DPS is going up a lot. So 1 to 7 for yourself, 3 to 15 for them. But for some reason, like I said, guys, this is more for utility. Now, I don't know if I'm not going to say it 100% sure that it actually buffs my healing skills, because for some reason I see the icon on my hive and it doesn't make sense. But I don't know if that means that it's buffing the teammates, or because normally the team, they're like the people I'm shooting the chem at, I see the icon come up on their drone, which is a healer drone. So it's interesting. We need to do some more testing on this, but it doesn't matter, because that's not why you use this. You use it to give your DPS players even more DPS. 15% weapon damage is a big deal, and it also helps you. You know, you get 7% extra damage for your sniper. It's great, and it's been buffed. It's really, really good. The effectiveness is increased, so it does go up. So it's really, really nice. So make sure you guys utilize this. On the holster Murakami, we have got max repair, max skill haste, perfect, because repair skills and skill duration, the 2-piece is great. Backpack, now I've gone for repair skills. I don't have skill haste. Then again, I can still improve this build a bit more. It's very difficult for me at the moment though. Safeguard is very strong, because while a full armor increases your skill repair by 100%, this is why I would say go for more skill haste on the build, just to increase the effectiveness all round. It really does help. So this is really good. Make sure you guys are not taking damage, but it stays up all the time pretty much. So you'll be getting a lot of healing to your teammates. Just remember, when you're modding, roll skill haste. Then the gloves. BTSU gloves are really, really good right now. Go reroll them. I've got max repair skills. Like I said, guys, the cooldown is pretty high. It's 2 minutes, but when you destruct it, your hive gets regen so quick, and you get those massive chems. So when you do proc this BTSU, abuse your chem launcher, because that's where you'll get the most utility from. Okay, and your hive will just get all of its shots back up quicker. It'll regen very quickly. So the knee pads are going to be Alp Summit again, repair skill, skill haste, nothing crazy. We're going to go over the healing items now. On the hive, I'm getting... Okay, so we've got PvP healing is 197. You can use this in PvP if you want. The healing is 323k. It's very good. Duration 70 seconds, which is really, really good. We stacked some duration on there. 32 charges, but this is actually more. It is increased. When you are modding this, don't forget, guys, you must make sure you put radius, health. Don't put charges. I wouldn't bother putting charges. I would just put radius. I think that's a bit stronger. And then on the chem launcher, we're going to go over this now. Yes, heal, and then ammo. I would say those are the two best. As you guys can see, 1.1 million. I could put this up to 1.3, maybe even 1.4 million with my mods. It's not worth it because Safeguard is so good. I'd rather have that extra skill haste. And oh boy, do we have some nice skill haste. Right over here, guys. 92% skill haste plus 10. So it'll be 102% skill haste, 0.6. So it's going to be really, really good. 102.6 we're going to be getting when we're in cover, which is great because you want to be in cover because of Safeguard as well. And you don't want to take damage. So this is just the ultimate all-round healer build, in my opinion. Especially because of this. It's been buffed. Normally I wouldn't use this, but it really does help your DPS players. Even if they're not struggling with DPS, it really gives them a buff of damage and it helps you clear the enemies quicker. Like I said before, it seems as though this is increasing the healing of my skills as well. It's strange. I think it might just be the indicator that it's healing them. I don't know, but do some testing. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is this talent currently bugged? Because I'm not sure. It doesn't matter because it does what it says it does. But just let me know in the comments what you guys think. Empathic Resolve, what does it do? Does it work for you guys? Does it work differently? Do you have BTSU gloves? Go and grind them out because this is very, very strong and it makes Legendary so much easier. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more Division 2 content, and I'll be seeing everybody in the next video. Peace out, guys.